So you're thinking about moving to Florida. You've got those images of beaches and endless sunshine in your head, right? But what about the other side of the coin? You know, the soaring insurance costs, the risk of hurricanes. Today, we're going to get real. We are going way beyond the postcard fantasy to find your perfect spot in the Sunshine State, balancing that amazing dream with the cold, hard reality. If this sounds like you, trust me, you are definitely not alone. It's the big question on the minds of thousands and thousands of people looking at Florida right now. So today, we're going to tackle these questions head on and give you a clear, simple framework to help you make your decision. You know, Florida is this classic dilemma, isn't it? On one side, you have the dream life, those beautiful beaches, amazing communities, and let's be honest, that incredible perk of no state income tax. But then, on the other side, you have the deal. The practical stuff, the reality of record high insurance costs, and that undeniable hurricane risk. It's a real balancing act.
Okay, so let's dive right into the deep end, starting with the number one factor for pretty much everyone, housing affordability. And believe me, it is a lot more complicated than you might think.
So get this, Florida's median home price is $412,000. That's actually 5% below the national median. Surprising, right? But hold on, don't let that number fool you. That statewide average hides a massive range of prices, and really, it's just the tip of the iceberg. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. This shows you exactly where your money can go further, especially if you're a first-time buyer. Look at cities like Palm Bay and Lakeland. They're coming in way below that state median. These are places that offer a much more realistic way to get your foot in the door of the Florida market.
And then you have the other extreme, places like Dixie County where the median home price is just $95,000. I mean, wow, that just goes to show you how wild the price variations can be. The key isn't just knowing the average, it's knowing exactly where to look. But look, a cheap house isn't always the right house, you know? A home is so much more than just a price tag. So let's talk about finding a community where you actually feel safe, a place that truly fits your lifestyle. You really have to ask yourself, who am I buying this for? Because your needs change completely depending on your stage of life. Are you looking for the best schools and family-friendly parks? Or are you looking for a quiet community with great health care? You see, for families, counties like St. John's and Sarasota are huge draws. But for retirees, it's often towns like Inverness and Sebring that are the popular choice. This just shows how different parts of the state are tailored for different priorities.
So, this is absolutely crucial. The sale price of your home is not the total cost of owning it, not even close. To understand the real cost of paradise, we have to talk about the big one, insurance. See, in most states, homeowners insurance is kind of just a predictable line item. But in Florida, oh no, it is a major fluctuating financial factor that you absolutely must plan for. Because of the hurricane and flood risk, the average yearly premium can swing from a little over $4,000 all the way up to over $14,000. Just let that number sink in for a second. Over $14,000 a year just for insurance. In some of the riskier areas, that's the reality. This one single cost can take a home that looks affordable and make it completely out of reach for your budget. But listen, you are not powerless here. You've got options. You can take 3 very real steps to fight back. First, shop around, compare different carriers. Second, invest in wind mitigation features for your home. And third, bundle your policies, like home and auto. These 3 things can seriously lower your annual premium. And this right here, this might be the most powerful strategy of all, geography. It's simple, right? If you choose a home in an inland town like Ocala or Gainesville, you are naturally less exposed to hurricanes. That one decision can lead to massive savings on insurance, year after year after year. Okay, so we're armed with this new framework, right? We're balancing the home price with all those hidden costs. So now, let's look at where you can find some real opportunities in Florida's market as it stands right now. This number is a huge clue. Homes are sitting on the market for an average of 86 days. Why does that matter to you? Because it means the market is shifting, inventory is rising, and that means more choices, and most importantly, more negotiation power for buyers like you. So if you're looking for that buyer's advantage, you need to keep a really close eye on these specific counties. Places like Polk, Osceola, and Lee County are seeing a serious oversupply of homes for sale. That's creating some of the best opportunities for negotiation in the whole state right now. All right, and here we are. This is what it all leads to, our top 10 list. After we crunched all the numbers on affordability, safety, and those critical hidden costs, these are the cities that really stood out. Take a good look. These 10 spots are some of the absolute best places to start your search, offering a fantastic balance of value and quality of life. So after all of this, what's the single most important thing to take away? It's this right here. You have to look beyond the sticker price. A home that might seem a little more expensive up front, but is located inland, could literally save you thousands and thousands of dollars every single year. That's the long game. So now you have the tools, you have the data, and you know what to look out for. The real question is now for you. When you think about your personal priorities, what you need for safety, for your budget, for your lifestyle, where does your Florida journey begin?